And a guy that spent 3 years with St. Louis. Chris Stewart went to Buffalo as part of that Ryan Miller deal last year at the deadline, and then went from Buffalo at the deadline this season to Minnesota, and was a big part of this series win for the Minnesota Wild. Devin Dubnyk is the man. He's standing by with Brian Engblom.
Devin, it's pretty tough to hear in here right now. You play your first playoff game. You win your first playoff series from where you were last year, where you were at the beginning of this year. This must be quite a thrill.
It's unbelievable, and you know, it just feels right. I kind of said that before, and this is how I know we're ready for it and how I'm ready for it. Is it just this feels like where we're supposed to be, and same with the game tonight. I just had a great feeling that we were going to come out and respond, and you know, it was incredible to play behind these guys.
What's the best attribute of your team right now?
Just patience and staying with our game. We trust our game so much and believe in ourselves that if we just stay with it for an entire 60 minutes, we've been on the right end of it for more times than not. So we just got to do that.
Congratulations on your first series win.
Thank you.
Another chapter written in the remarkable story of Devin Dubnyk as Minnesota advances with a 4-1 win here in Game 6. Thanks for watching the Stanley Cup playoffs presented by Geico. The playoffs continue as the Senators try to force a Game 7 against the Canadiens, coming up next on NBCSN. And coming up next on NBC, except on the West Coast, it's your local news. Tonight, starting at 7 Eastern, it's Dateline, followed by an all-new episode of AD the Bible Continues and American Odyssey. For Brian Engblom and the rest of our terrific crew here in St. Paul, I'm Dave Strader. So long, and thanks for watching.
NBC Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the Stanley Cup Playoffs.
Saturday, NBC and NBCSN is your home for the biggest day in sports. Wake up to the Premier League, then the excitement of the Stanley Cup Playoffs, to Churchill Downs for the Kentucky Derby. In prime time, the WGC Match Play Championship. And it all leads up to one of the most anticipated fights of all time, Mayweather versus Pacquiao. Xfinity customers can order now with their remote. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports.
Everything has been building towards this moment. Who will solidify their names in history? Who will melt under the pressure? 16 teams, one champion. The Stanley Cup Playoffs. The second round begins this week on NBC and NBCSN.
It takes a lifetime of training to be this good. Can 6 celebrities perfect these skills in just 1 week?
If you throw up on me, I will tweet about it.
Oh, God. I Can Do That premieres May 26th here on NBC.
Batteries Plus bulbs keep stacks of batteries for cars, cell phones, watches, plus light bulbs for lamps, can lights, and appliances right on hand. Did I mention we also repair smartphones? Batteries Plus bulbs. Trust the plus. Visit Batteries Plus bulbs today. Need a longer lasting bulb? Batteries Plus bulbs has a huge selection of LEDs starting at just $3.99. Batteries Plus bulbs. Trust the plus.
Grow a beautiful lawn with thick and hardy grass seed from Menards. This blend of seed will grow in sun or shade. A 5-pound bag covers up to 1,000 square feet. Only $6.99 a bag after rebate. Control weeds and give your yard a fresh look with cedar chips and mulch. They work great for retaining moisture around your landscaping. Get a 2 cubic foot bag of either cedar mulch or cedar chips for only $2.69 each.
Save big money at Menards.
Cassandra Duvall and John Mino on Wisconsin Tonight, weeknights at 6:30.
NBC 26 live at 5. A missing Pittsfield woman's family is helping to raise awareness as they continue to search for answers in a journey toward closure. The U.S. is sending rescue teams to the devastated area of Nepal, severely damaged after an earthquake that killed thousands. And after months of low gas prices, soon it will start to cost you more to fill up your tank. But as always, a look at the forecast first with NBC 26 forecaster Stephanie Mead.
Well, you can't really complain about today. Warmer than what we saw yesterday. Temperatures in the mid to upper 50s, but it'll only get better from here heading out through the rest of your week. Right now it's 57 in Green Bay, 45 up towards Marquette. Chicago at 54 degrees, but we'll see more of those 60s make its way across the area come tomorrow and Tuesday. Satellite and radar, not too much activity over the course of the day, maybe just some high clouds throughout most of Green Bay locations. And we'll continue to see more sunshine heading into your work week and for the middle of your work week as well. But planning out the rest of your evening for you, 53 going into 7, mostly clear skies for the rest of your evening, 45 for 9, and then into the later overnight hours, dipping down into the lower 40s, but we will get into the lower 30s as we progress into the overnight hours and into the early morning hours of tomorrow. But we are in store for a warm up and some more sunshine by your work week. I'll give you more details on that coming up in just a bit. Holly.
It's our big story at 5. The family of a missing Wisconsin woman is raising awareness about the journey to closure with a special event held today in Alloway. Right now there are more than 100 missing people in the state, and Victoria Prokopovich was added to that list in 2013. Since then, her family hasn't rested in their search. NBC 26's Billy Wagner joins us live at 5 with more.
Holly, roughly 65 men and 70 women, from children to the elderly, make up the 135 missing Wisconsinites that were remembered today. For the families of those missing, closure is something that has yet to come to them. But events like today's on Heritage Hill in Alloway are helping in the healing process while raising awareness. Marcia Loritz says she can recall every detail about her mother's disappearance from her home in Pittsfield Township 2 years ago.
She left her purse, her money, her cell phone, everything behind, her cigarettes. There is no sign of what happened to her.
For Loritz and her family, they're details that come without closure.
So therefore you're stuck and you're numb. Life is going on around you and you don't know how you fit in anymore.
Loritz says it's a scenario that can isolate you from the rest of the world.
It's really hard to be living this every day and to not have anyone really understand what you're feeling or what you're going, and that it doesn't go away.
But today, support and understanding came from across the state as dozens of families and friends of the 135 people still missing in Wisconsin came together on Heritage Hill to be their voices. They were joined by the men and women who work on these cases every day, who say no tip is too old or too small.
Let the police look at it. It may just be that small puzzle of a bigger picture that helps us move in the right direction.
Tips that Joy Lightstorming hopes could bring closure to the case of her missing grandson, Gene Cloud Jr.
Just want him home, that's all. Gene, come home. We're waiting for you.
Finding comfort in the absence of answers. And Holly, the balloons at today's event were also released, each containing the name and info of a missing person on a tag. Police urge anyone with any tip or lead, no matter how old, to contact Crime Stoppers, which can be done anonymously. Billy Wagner, NBC 26.
Thanks, Billy. Disaster teams are making their way to Nepal today as the death toll from that devastating earthquake now stands at more than 2,300. And aftershocks are still hitting the region. One measured 6.7 magnitude overnight. Thousands of homes were destroyed, and hospitals are only making room for the most severely injured patients. The U.S. is sending rescue teams and $1 million of aid to Nepal. The cost of damages in that country are expected to reach the billions. One foreigner at the camp described the chaos that ensued after the earthquake.
Took everyone by surprise, and people flooded out of the shops. The street was filled, people were grabbing each other, and then everyone sort of waited for it to finish, and once it finished, there was just floods of people just running to open spaces.
The earthquake also triggered an avalanche on Mount Everest. At least 17 climbers died, including a doctor with a Seattle-based climbing group, and many others are still missing. But 53-year-old Andy Land from Fond du Lac was near the mountain's base when the quake hit, and he survived. Land is a hospice nurse doing the climb in hopes of bringing awareness to the importance of hospice services. Everyone in his group is doing okay. Sadly, among those killed in the avalanche on Mount Everest was Google executive Dan Friedenberg. Friedenberg was one of at least 18 climbers and guides who died on Everest. He had been a Google executive since 2007 and was in charge of privacy for Google X, which included the self-driving car. Still ahead on NBC 26, people of all ages had the chance to try out being a train conductor at the Titletown Train Show this weekend.
Well, highs were in the mid to upper 50s today. Our week expected to see more of the 60s off towards our west. I'll give you your details coming up after the break.
It's the Spring Home Improvement Savings Event at Dalton Carpet Outlet. Get store-wide savings on carpet, laminate, and vinyl made here in America. Plus, free samples, free estimates, free carpet pad, and free financing this week. Dalton Carpet Outlet, now open in Oshkosh.
Listen to your taste buds. They love the taste of Coca-Cola at McDonald's.
I love it.
And now large soft drinks or sweet tea are only $1.
Your story doesn't add up. Where were you Friday night?
I told you.
Tell me again about this deal.
I switched to Time Warner Cable and got more HD and movies from Epix, ultra-fast internet, and unlimited nationwide calling.
Go on.
With TV equipment included, all for $89.99 a month. And for $9.99 a month, I added stars with a $50 rebate.
He's telling the truth. That's a great deal.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this show.
Oh, I do too.
Call now and get free installation. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
It's Dalton Carpet Outlet Spring Home Improvement Savings Event. Store-wide savings on carpet, laminate, and vinyl, plus free carpet pad. 6 locations, including our new Oshkosh store. Save this week at
Dalton Carpet Outlet. We bring it home to you.
Tonight,
you knew this wasn't going to be easy.
see why AD is touching millions of hearts across America.
My son chose you for a reason.
AD, the Bible continues. Tonight, 9/8 Central, here on NBC.
Senator, I've been investigating the murder of American soldiers.
They killed my entire unit!
American Odyssey, new tonight, 10/9 Central, here on NBC.
Weather with Stephanie Meade.
And it was a great way to end the weekend. Temperatures in the upper 50s, and we're only going to climb as we head into your work week. And by the end of next week, temperatures will be well above average. 64 for Tuesday. We dip a little bit going into Wednesday, but then by the end of the week, Friday into Saturday, lower 70, 70 degrees and 72 by Saturday. So we are in store for some spring-like, maybe even summer-like temperatures by the end of next week. 57 right now in Green Bay. It's 45 out in Kewanee, and as you head more towards inland, Oshkosh at 58 degrees. So overall, not too bad temperature-wise at your 5 o'clock hour. And over the course of the day today, plenty of sunshine. Winds were at a minimal, unlike yesterday. And right now, 57 in Green Bay, and wind conditions are staying relatively light out of the northeast between 10 to 15 miles per hour, which means it feels like 57 degrees. So a very nice day for Sunday, and temperatures are going to continue to increase as we head into the rest of your work week. Precision radar, not too much activity over the past couple of hours, maybe just some high clouds passing through off towards the lake, but we do, however, see some changes as we head into the second half of your week. We have a cold front right towards Rapid City that will make its way into our area, and that will knock our temperatures down by a couple of degrees going Tuesday into Wednesday. We have a high pressure system, however, over us right now, and that's clearing out a lot of cloud cover and giving us a lot of warmth in our forecast, which is why we're seeing plenty of sunshine. But as we progress through the rest of the week, this cold front will push its way through, and we'll see temperatures a little bit cooler, but no precipitation associated with it moving through our area. So planning out how that front will affect us over the next couple of days. This is Monday at around 3 p.m. Not too much activity going on, just some clouds over towards the lake, but overall staying mostly sunny skies going into Monday. Tuesday, very similar story. We'll see mostly sunny skies. There might be a bit of cloud cover off towards the lake, towards Manitowoc and Sheboygan, but overall we're seeing some mostly sunny skies starting off the work week, and luckily that trend will continue on into the rest of the work week. Precision cast for your temperatures, very similar. We're warming up tomorrow, hitting 60 degrees in Green Bay, 46 out towards Kewanee, and then 51 down towards Manitowoc. So warming up as we head into Monday, and it only gets better from there with temperatures in the mid-60s going into Tuesday. And then by the end of the week, we're almost near 70 degrees. So for tonight, 34 with mostly clear skies, chilly and overall calm conditions with winds out of the northeast between 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, very similar from what we saw today, 59 with mostly sunny skies, mild and breezy conditions at times. Over the next couple of days, Tuesday 64, then we cool off Wednesday with that cold front moving through, warm up Thursday with a high of 62, mostly sunny skies. And then as we end off your week on a high note, 70 and 72 by your weekend, and there's a slight chance of seeing some thunderstorms make their way through. Let's take a look at the rest of your 10-day forecast. Monday and Tuesday still lingering in the 70s, and then we cool off next Wednesday into the lower 50s, but we have a nice week ahead of us this week with mostly sunny skies and some warmer temperaters.
I like how Saturday and Sunday are in red. They really caught my attention with the warm. So
yeah, that's what everyone's looking forward to.
Absolutely. Thanks, Stephanie. Well, it was all aboard the 14th annual Titletown Train Show this weekend. 40,000 square feet of model trains, mini trains, train enthusiasts.